Welcome to my channel again. So today we are going to discuss about Jenkins declarative pipeline, and in this session I'm going to discuss about what is a pipeline and how many types are there, and also we are going to do a real-time example which will show you what is exactly a declarative pipeline is. And if you I have mentioned everything in this blog. If you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link. I will keep this link in the description box for your reference. So let's start now. So one of the most important parts of DevOps and CI/CD journey is a declarative pipeline syntax of Jenkins. So you can see that most of the people will be using only the declarative pipeline syntax while creating a Jenkins job. So here are the pipeline and its types. So what is a pipeline? Pipeline is a set or collection of processes that help developers and operations to work smartly to build and deploy the code to the production environment. So in simple, what exactly a pipeline is? Automating the build and deployment process, we use a pipeline. So declarative is a more recent and advanced implementation of pipeline as a code. So we have two types of pipelines. One is declarative and the other is scripted. So declarative is the more recent one, and advanced implementation, whereas scripted was the first and most traditional implementation of the pipeline as a code in Jenkins. It was designed as a general purpose, like domain specific language built with Groovy. So here how the pipeline starts and ends. Here you can see inside that we can insert the declarative pipeline. And this is how we declare a comment inside the pipeline /star, and inside that you can write anything and end with star and slash. So this is how a pipeline will start and end. So the difference between the declarative and scripted pipelines is declarative limits what is available to the user, whereas on the other hand we have the scripted pipeline that provides very few limits, and so far the only limits on the structure and syntax. Okay, so rather than any specific pipeline specific systems, it will make an ideal choice for power users and those with more complex requirements. A scripted pipeline is the best. So as the name implies, declarative pipeline encourages a declarative programming model, whereas the scripted pipeline follow a more imperative programming model. Okay, so why you should have a pipeline? The definition of a Jenkins pipeline is written into a text file, so which is a Jenkins file, which we will be committing along with the source code inside the Git or any source code repository which you will be using. So this is the foundation of pipeline as a code, treating the CD pipeline as part of the application to be versioned and reviewed like any other code. So this code will get reviewed also after implementing it successfully. So creating a Jenkins file and committing it to the source control provides several benefits, which is like automatically creates a pipeline build process for all the branches and pull requests, and also code review iteration on the pipeline along with the remaining source code. So these are some of the benefits for using a pipeline. So what is the syntax? Here it is the syntax. So first it starts with a pipeline and the bracket Then we mention the agent. It can be any, or we can mention any specific agents if required. Then we will be having the stages where each stage will have its own specific steps. So here you can see build stage. Inside that we have the steps which will execute the commands required to build the build the source code. Okay, so same for the test also. Inside the test we will include the commands which are required for testing, and for deploy also we include the commands which are required for deploying the executables or the artifacts into the environments. Okay, so this is how the syntax will be of a pipeline. First we will have the pipeline. After, under that we will declare the agent and stages. Under the stages we have the stage and steps. Okay, each stage has its own steps. Okay, that will open and close it with the brackets. Here you can see. So this is how the pipeline syntax will be. Now let's discuss a real-time example. Let's just create a pipeline project. Go to the Jenkins homepage and create a new job and select the pipeline. Here, after when you click the new job, then you will get a page like this. Here you can include the name of the job, then select which type of job you are going to create, whether it is a freestyle project or pipeline or multi-configuration project or a folder. So like that you can select. Here, since we are creating a pipeline project, we are clicking on pipeline and then press on OK. Then now configure the project with valid description. So here we can mention the description of the job which we are going to implement. This is just writing a Jenkins declarative pipeline as a task. So okay, as a task for this. So simply like that we can mention the description for our understanding, and then now navigate to the pipeline section to write the groovy pipeline code. So after this you can directly go to the pipeline section and you can keep your code inside that. So see here we are writing the pipeline in pipeline syntax. First pipeline, then we declare the agent, then under the stages we have a stage, under that we have the steps which will print the hello world sentence. Okay, so this is the pipeline Jenkins file. Otherwise we can say this as a Jenkins file also. We can save it in the Git as a Jenkins file, and we can call from this pipeline, and we can call the Jenkins file from this pipeline. Otherwise we can just select here pipeline script and we can directly put our code here. So once it is done, then we are writing it. So once it is done, we can just save and build this. So since it might not be clear to you all, so that's why I have mentioned the code here. You can just simply copy and then you can paste it and try from your end by like building an or executing a simple declarative pipeline from your side, so it will be like good for the hands-on. Next, click on save and build now. As I told you, after clicking build now, you can check the details regarding the same for the execution. So here the stage name, we can see the stage name Jenkins for DevOps. See here, the stage name which we have mentioned is coming here, Jenkins for DevOps. So in the output you can see hello world got printed here. So we have completed the pipeline now using a declarative pipeline method. So this is all for today. Thanks for watching until the end. If you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link, which I will be keeping in the description box, because it will be easier for you all to copy the code from the blog. Thanks for watching until the end. Thank you.